All right, so it's recording. Even though when I play back the video, this little screen right here is over here when I placed it over here. So, all right, so where was I? They seek an end to injustice, tyranny, exploitation. More than an end, they seek a beginning. And theirs is a revolution which we will support regardless of the Cold War and regardless of which political or economical route they should choose to freedom. For the advisories of freedom did not create the revolution, nor did they create the conditions which compel it. But they are seeking to ride the crest of its wave, the crease of its wave, to capture it for themselves. For the advisories of freedom did not create the revolution, nor did they create the conditions which compel it, but they are seeking to ride the crease of its wave to capture it for themselves. Hmm. Mm. Some of this could be talking to us too. Like he knew that it was some people because for the advisories of freedom did not create the revolution. Like we didn't create the revolution or the conditions that compel, so-called compel the revolutions. We didn't create none of it. Okay, see, like when we feeling injustice and stuff like that, and we want to protest and all of that, he's saying that you don't even create those moments, those feelings, that response. They even control that. They control it by constantly manipulating us. You know, they play on your emotions. They get you in this state of being where you all ride up, and then you go out there and you protest and get shot up and stuff like that. And it was like, that was just too easy. You know, they on some shit like that. Cause they create those moments too. They know the psychology of people. They know what people going to do when they are placed in certain situations. They have such a long time of research to see like the patterns of humanity. But see, that's why we even attach to these bodies and even have this fucking brain, like the way that it compute things. Like this whole body houses our spirit, but the body is really mechanical. The brain is like a computer chip or something like that they program. And I said that before Alihio because I know he said it once, but he got it from me. Anyways, and that's how they tap into it. All right. So they create all those moments. Like you manipulate it in that moment. But if you truly understood like what is going on, none of this shit would matter. But they make us believe it because they program it into us since birth. It's so sick. It get on my nerves. It really agitates me. All right, where I'm at. it just hurts me. Like, it does. Yet their aggression is more often concealed than open. They have fire, no missiles, and their troops are seldom seen. They send arms, agitators, aid, technicians, and propaganda to every trouble area. But where fighting is required, it is usually done by others, by guerrillas striking at night, by assassins striking alone. Assassins who have taken the lives of 4,000 civil officers in the last 12 months in Vietnam alone. Mm. Who in some cases control whole areas inside of independent nations. I know what he's saying on the outside. I mean, I know, yeah, on the outside, they talking about this Vietnam War. But see, they create those situations just so they could talk about something that hide it in layers, you know? I do feel like his whole purpose of writing this is that he is like asking for freedom of people to let them know the truth of what's really is going on, because this new breed of souls that is coming, like they not for to play these games. And the way that they fight this on is almost like an internal war inside of us because of all the manipulation. And it's like it's also telling you how they even do this. Yeah, they have fire, no missiles, and their troops are seldom seen. They send arms, agitators, aid, technicians, and propaganda to every troubled area. So it's, oh my goodness, this shit is fucking clever, you know? Because he got help writing this. I don't feel like he just wrote this alone, but he got help from people that are skilled in this shit. But it's like he is talking to about 3 people at the same time. Okay, so like, it's like he also telling you like, this is how they do it. They saying, it's like he's saying this is how they create the whole scenario, because they send their own arms, agitators, aid, technicians, and propaganda to these trouble areas So like they own little setup and everything like that. They send it to those areas just to create this scenario. I hope I'm making sense. Just so they can create this scenario for you so that you could believe in something. It's like he telling you how they manipulating you. Child. And this one right here, but where fighting is required, like in these trouble areas, they created a situation where when you live in there, you have to fight. It ain't no way around it. You know, when you oppress people so much, yeah, it's gonna raise the crime rate. More people is going to die. More gangs is going to be created because these people are put in a situation. In order for them to eat, they're going to have to fight. And they might have to play dirty. It's like being in the damn Hunger Games. Because we is in the Hunger Games. These people have to fight. And these are the areas that are more heavy, like they are more under attack than anywhere else. They want it to be like that. It's almost like they doing some type of experiment. How far can we push these people limits? You know, let's create a war here and we're gonna bomb them every so often and they're gonna have extreme PTSD and shit like that. But it's like they doing that to us in like our lower chakras, the south side of our bodies. It's like they keep our spirits trapped in those lower chakras where we constantly worry about things like security. Our self-esteem is constantly under attack. Our self-worth is under attack. Those are the root, solar plexus, and sacral chakras. I would show y'all on this little thing right here, but I'm for to continue because you know I'm flowing. And this is some bullshit, bruh. This is some bullshit. At this point, the following paragraph, which appears in the text as signed and transmitted to the Senate of House of Representatives. House of Representatives. Was omitted in the reading of the message. They possess a powerful intercontinental striking force. Wait. At this point, the following paragraph, which appears in the text as signed and transmitted to the Senate or House of Representatives, was omitted in the reading of the message. They possess a powerful intercontinental striking force, large forces for conventional war. A well-trained underground is nearly every country. What? They possess a powerful intercontinental strike. See, this talking about one world order. It's always been one world order. It always been that. Large forces for conventional war, a well-trained underground in nearly every country. The power of conscript talent and manpower for any purpose. See, let's take away some of these words. The power of script, talent. See, All this shit is already scripted. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what it is, because they tell you it's right in your face. Basically, in this, from what I'm reading so far, is that they have something up their sleeve for everything. They have people that they have trained heavily. I guess you could call them those crisis actors and stuff like that, to make you believe what they want you to believe. Like, let's go back to that damn border thing that nobody is talking about. I haven't heard nothing about that shit. Now, they didn't want you to see them when they first got to the border. The news themselves said that they put a no-fly zone over there because they don't want nobody to record. And then when they have these people going out in horses and whip, dramatic. They gonna hire camera people to come out here and take professional pictures just so you could see this imagery. Bruh. And they know what that imagery is gonna do to you. It's gonna re-traumatize you. And what they hoping is that they get the same reaction as when they killed George Floyd and all the other people and stuff like that, when they got people all upset, riled up and shit, and out there protesting and stuff. That's what they hoping that they do. That's what they was trying to get to happen. But it's not. It's not. Because there's been a shift. There's been a real change. It could be how much that shit traumatized us. And, they had to consider that one of the side effects of isolating people is self-awareness. They had to consider that. But they thought maybe that it wouldn't be so powerful for people to have self-awareness, especially when they're experiencing fear when it comes to this virus. I didn't. That's probably why I was able to become so self-aware, because before the virus even got here, I already processed the shit. Okay. I already processed it. So I was able to come to new awarenesses inside of myself because I wasn't just focusing on a fear. And they already had, entertain us with internet and shit like that. And on the internet, they feeding us certain shit. So, they kept you well distracted. But for a lot of people, it's like they change and they just can't go back. So all these tricks and shit that they play on us, it's like it's not working like it used to. Or is it? Because sometimes I be feeling like I'm in a whole nother dimension or some shit. And I don't even watch the news. But every time I go over to my parents' house, I see that some people are still being affected. Damn, I could be all outside of that loop. Because I be over there sometimes. I love my people, but, my brother who got the shot started talking about, people being selfish and not getting the shot. Like, you got to protect people and da-da-da. And I'm like, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that he actually believed in his fucking narrative. Because he was the one, but that was before the shot. That was before he was talking completely different. He was the one who told me that it was something when my aunt died, something wasn't right. Something wasn't right when she went up in that hospital now. And he was like, I'm gonna hit you up later. I gotta take care of some stuff. I'm gonna hit you up later and tell you. But he took the shot first. And we ain't never talked about it again. And now he talking like that. Boy. Oh, child, I feel that in my heart chakra. I gotta sit up straight. It's fucked up out here. It's fucked up. I'm telling you, it's some crazy ass shit. And I be just looking, and some people, it's like, let's continue. Talent and manpower for any purpose. The capacity for quick decisions. A closed society without dissent or free information. Woo. And long experience in the techniques of violence and subversion. I mean, this is so like in your face that at the time when this came out, I don't even know if people had the consciousness to truly like even see this. Like this shit right here is alarming. I mean, damn. I knew it was this bad, but the fact that they tell you it's this bad and people is worried about dumb shit, I mean, it's in your face. Oh my God, bro. I just even can't. They make the most of their scientific successes. Who is he even supposed to be talking about? Because I feel like I know who he's talking about, but I think, people who read it, they might think that he's talking to the House of Representatives or something. Oh, he talking about the military? That's who he's supposed to be talking about. No, they talking about this one world order, that how they attack us. Okay? What they be doing to us. Mm-mm-mm. And he's saying it's one world order, like they all work together and they create like these little scripts and stuff, and they manipulate us, to act and perceive in a certain type of way. And they up here fucking us up, and they trying to get to a point where they take away. Well, no, we already to that point. It's like he acting like, it's like he telling us and he acting like, give these people the truth. If you don't, I'ma do it. And he doing it in a subliminal way. Bitch. They make the most of their scientific successes, their economic progress, and they're poised as a foe, pose as a foe. I can't believe they even had this on the internet. Hold on. They're posed as a foe of colonialism and friend of the oh my God, bitch. And popular revolution. They prey on unstable or unpopular governments, unsealed or unknown boundaries, unfulfilled, oh my motherfucking garbage, unfulfilled hopes, oh my God, massive poverty, oh my motherfucking garbage. What this, because this part wasn't in the speech when he read it, but when he gave it to the House of Representatives, this was in it. Wait a motherfucking minute. I can't believe this shit you're on the internet. I know there's some people that probably think I'm just being dramatic as fuck. It's the fact that it's in your face like this, you know? .org. This is a secure site. Okay. Bruh, hold on. I'm just looking up some stuff real quick. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, why they slamming the toilet seat? Okay. I just want to see, at this point, the following paragraph which appears in the text is signed and transmitted to the Senate as omitted in the reading of the message. So he took this out, but gave it to them with this in it. It's like he wanted to tell them how disgusted he is. Like, look, you know, I ain't gonna say all this or whatever, because some people gonna know what I'm really talking about. But I just want y'all to know that I'm disgusted with y'all. They talking about attacks on us, okay? And this ain't talking about like, see, the way that he wrote it, it's like he's talking about separate governments and governments attacking other governments, militaries attacking. No, all of this is an attack on us, on our spirits. And this is how they prey on us. They put us through all these extreme situations, you know. They train us to not believe in ourselves because we're always giving our power away. We don't believe in our own power of our own motherfucking spirit because these motherfuckers is up here, you know, manipulating us to, we can't believe that we powerful in ourselves. When we believe in religion, a lot of religious texts, they believe God is outside of themselves. So people in these extreme situations, they're going to become unstable. They attack our boundaries, unfulfilled hopes, convulsive change, massive poverty, which is a tactic to break people. Poverty is a tactic to break people. Illiteracy, and you know, they ain't just talking about the fact that you can't even read this. They're talking about illiteracy as in these subliminal messages that we can't even tap into or read because the way that we are trained to even look at the human language, the way that we are trained to believe in just what they tell us like on the surface. Unrest and frustrations. These is like talking about emotions, but they supposed to be talking about states, politics, but it's so humanized. You get what I'm saying? With these formidable weapons, the adversaries of freedom plan to consolidate their territory. To exploit, to control, and finally to destroy the hopes of the world's newest bitch. Ain't that motherfucker? That is some bull, bruh. I'm telling you, is this making sense? You remember earlier I was saying that he is talking about the people of now, this time right here. And I was just saying this. I haven't even read this part. When I first read it, I stopped here. Okay. But I'm getting this just by reading it now. So when I was up here, I was talking about, how he talking about the people of now. Because this was back in what, 61? He talking about this time now. Because we in a whole new era, a whole new shift. And people are coming to new awarenesses. People are, waking up. And I was saying that the reason why they do all these tactics is to tear us down, is to make us submit. They want to control the way that you think, the way that you perceive. They want to control your spirit. And where all these formidable weapons, which is the crisis actors and stuff like that. I'm just using these terms because they out there, but it's even deeper than that, because they don't even really need people that they take and train in the, no, they turn you into a crisis actor because they got your mind thinking and perceiving in one type of way, so they could turn you into one of these crisis actors. And you won't even know that you're playing that part. But the only reason you playing that part is because you fall victim to the manipulation of the system. Because when you realize what you're really fighting for, which is nothing, it's like they just got you running in circles. People who fighting for like a specific cause, like for the rights of Black people, for the rights of their country alone, for like a segregated community or some shit like that. Even the rednecks, the racists and shit like that, all of that shit was programmed to keep us separated. Because while we up here confused, constantly in conflict over that, we ain't paying attention to what's really happening. And we ain't even paying attention to the fact that our freedom is being taken from us. I can't believe this shit is even on the internet. And they have ambition to do it before the end of this decade. Oh my God. I am about to break a sweat. I'm finna cut on this fan right here. Cause I just can't even deal. This shit is motherfucking insane. What the fuck? What are the conspiracy theories? Like, what y'all even talking about if y'all ain't talking about this? Like, what the fuck? And this shit wasn't even in the show. They didn't put this in the show because They, even us watching these television programs, these TV shows, they still controlling the way that we think and perceive shit. Okay. That's why I'm constantly, if I'm watching a fucking show, if I even giving it attention, my spirit was called to it for some fucking reason. So by me, even I will pause it and be like, let me go look at this. Let me go pay attention to this. Let me go, child, what's going on? So that's why I even came and read this. But this wasn't even mentioned in the show. Just when I was watching the show, I was like, I remember he did a speech back in the day. Let me go look this shit up. And it took me some time to even find this particular speech. When did Kennedy die? Hold on. Child, this shit pissed me off. I'm truly upset. Like my hand's starting to shake because I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm pissed off, mad as fuck, bitch. Oh my God. They be treating us like we dumb. They be treating us like we stupid. Oh my God. Now wait until everybody learn real literacy. That's what they trying to keep under control. Cause it should be right in your face, but it's like you can't even really see it because of all the constructs of the mind that has been manipulated. (1963) when this was made. They waited some time to kill him. Child. Oh, no, I just seen this part right here. They tried it. Oh, my motherfucking God. Wait a minute. So to explore, to control, and finally destroy the hopes of the world's newest nations. See, on the outside, they want you to think that they're talking about developing countries like Africa and shit like that. Nah. They talking about us. And they have ambition to do it before the end of this decade. So the end of the 60s. So they've been working on it heavily since then. But I feel like increasingly people are just waking up. Or what happened by the beginning of the 70s? I'm going to look that up later because I want to see the shit that they've been working on since that time. Because before he died, whatever he heard or whatever, he was like, yeah, they trying to end this shit by the end of this decade. They attacking the newer generations that coming because these going to be a whole different breed of people. It is a context. Oh, bitch. Bruh, I need to make it through it. Make it through it. It is the contest of will and purpose as well as force and violence. See, he up here, he telling you, they using the force and violence to attack your will and your purpose. Y'all get what I'm saying? Look at this. Oh, my motherfucking bitch. A battle for minds and souls as well as lives and territory. I can't believe it. And in that contest, we cannot stand aside. Wow. He tell you straight up what the fuck they doing. A battle for minds and souls as well as lives and motherfucking territory. Oh my God. They tell you in your motherfucking, well, at least he did. At least he did. See, people knew like Kennedy was the truth. So that's why he had to be killed, because he was like, bruh. But you know, I mean, even on an even larger scale, more spiritual scale, um, he came here just to do this. Like, that's a whole nother level, because in actuality, I shouldn't even be getting mad about this shit, because all of it is divine. All of it is with purpose. It's almost like it's my purpose just to get mad about this shit. But at the end of the day, when you die, it don't matter. But, you know, we learning shit while we here. So, and in that contest, we cannot stand aside. He said that you just can't stand there and let this shit happen. We stand as we have always stood from our earliest beginnings. That's interesting. See, I'm telling you, this shit goes so far back. Like the people that he talking about, I mean, since the beginning of time, from what we can remember, probably in Adam and Eve or whatever, because what Adam and Eve truly is, anyways, um, I mean, they've been building on this. Is that making sense? From our earliest beginnings. It's like we have to remember where we even came from. And we also have to remember how we even got here. It's already inside our spirit, but they have you so disconnected from it that you can't even comprehend. For the independence and equality of all nations. Basically, he's saying like, yo, the motherfuckers that know how to read this shit, nothing should have us divided. We have to all come together as one and over to win this. I'm feeling like if we don't learn it, it's gonna be some really bad consequences. He probably gonna even mention it subliminally. Let's see, child. Mm-mm-mm. This nation was born on revolution and rise and freedom. And we do not intend to leave an open road for despotism. What that means, hold on. See, I'm gonna get the definition, but from just the breakdown of this word, okay, the exercise of absolute power, especially in cruel and oppressive ways. Um, See, if we take away, it would just be despite. I feel like it's also talking about depopulation. Maybe not even in bodies, which yeah, bodies are going, but in spirit as well. There is no child. I'm so tense. Oof, hold on, I gotta move around. Cause that shit right here. It's a good read though. It's a good, damn, it's long. Look at this. I don't know. I got to do like another part, like a part two or something. Cause I don't even know if I could take it. There is no single simple policy which meets this challenge. I mean, it is a simple, there is no single. Oh, he's saying there's not a single one, but there are simple policies. Everything is really simple. They make it more complicated on purpose just to make you confused. But the simple policy is, basically letting go of your fears, letting go of your doubts, letting go of your separation, letting go of what they taught you. They deprogram your own motherfucking self. And let's unite together. Because if we unite together, they won't be able to do this. If we stop acting and responding like they want us to, they won't even be able to do this shit. So in a way, we allow them to do it. Bruh. I just can't. Which meets this challenge. Experience has taught us that no one nation has the power or the wisdom to solve all the problems of the world or manage its revolutionary tides. See, these people already knew what was coming. They already knew that in this time period right now, there was going to be a rise in consciousness. And they trying to manage it. And he talking to us like, yo, y'all gotta stop letting them do this shit. Like, bruh, you gotta stop letting them do it to you. That extending our commitments does not always increase our security. That extending our commitments, oh my motherfucking God, bitch, does not always increase our I mean, the damn president said this shit, but it's in subliminal message. Continually to commit to this programming will not increase security. It's like he giving you a warning. It's like he giving you a warning. So continue to believe in this shit. Continue to listening to them. Is not going to extend our security. See, on the outside, it sounds like he's saying he's still trying to play into like this separate country type thing, which almost like an allegory for us as spirits, and making it seem like, well, like America has a commitment to America. And that's how he's trying to make it seem like Russia has a commitment to Russia. So it's kind of like he's trying to say that, like, let's create world peace or whatever. But nah, it's like deeper than that. And I feel like he is talking about this time. Like this COVID time. I don't even want to say the damn word. I don't want them getting any reason to delete my shit. but which is ridiculous. It's like he already knew this was going to happen. And just committing to whatever they're telling you to commit right now is not going to increase security, which we have seen it done. Why is it that before they came out with whatever they came out with, nobody was dying? And then as soon as they came out with it, people start dying again? That any initiative carries with it the risk of temporary defeat, bitch. That nuclear weapons cannot prevent subversion. That no free people can be kept free without will and energy of their own. And that no two nations or situations are exactly alike. See, that no free people can be kept free without will and energy of their own. See, he talking to you and he talking to them too. It's like he asking them, like, look, give us freedom. Because, and it's like, because I feel like he got word that he know that we have free will, right? We have a choice in this. So even though they're playing games with us and manipulating us and have us not believing in our own power and will and energy, that's why we are led into just agreeing with them. We are manipulated in that position. So it's like, man, let these people be free, man. Tell them the truth. Tell them what's really going on so they could truly have free will. Because it's like he trying to explain to them, by you manipulating these people like this, by you doing what you are doing, you are taking away from their free will. And it's almost like they being like, well, they have a choice, just like that fucking that show that everybody crazy, Squid Games, just like that. It's just motherfucking like that. Like, well, they had a choice. Oh my God. And that no two nations or situation are exactly alike. No two people are alike. Yet there is much we can do and must do. The proposals I bring before you are numerous and varied. They arise from the host of special opportunities and dangers which have become increasingly clear in recent months. This dude was like a Christ-like figure because he knew that by doing this, he was crucifying himself. He knew that this was going to be dangerous. And he know it's going to be like that for people even in the future. So it's like he giving you a warning, but he also telling them that, look, I know what I'm doing is putting my life in danger, but I'm willing to die for it. Taken together, I believe that they can mark another step forward. See, he's saying that they can make different decisions, and he telling them like, y'all could find another way. And our effort as a people, I am here to ask the help of this Congress and the nation in approving these necessary measures. Ooh. Oh my God. Ain't this about a bitch? Economic and social progress at home. The first and basic task confronting this nation this year was to turn recession into recovery. The first and basic task confronting this nation this year was to turn recession into recovery. An affirmative anti-recession program initiated with your cooperation supported the natural sea. It's like you could tell he talking like, yo, this is stuff that I want to do to try to help people recover from this trauma, but we hoping that we could get your cooperation. Supported the natural forces in the private sector. See, it's supported the natural forces in the private sector. He even telling you who the fuck he talking to. People that we don't even see. People that are super private, that they don't never even talk about. We might not even know their names. They want us to believe that they are aliens. Cause they might be outer worldly type motherfuckers, cause they souls been trapped and reincarnating here so long. Imagine meeting a person that had lived for 20,000 years with all their memories. With all their memories. And we could too. See, they know how. We could remember, but they have us so confused and disconnected from ourselves that we can't. But you can if you could tap into your own energy. Yes, you can. You have those memories too. But there's certain souls that are here, that been here for a long time, that they already know all of this. And child, I don't think I could finish. And our economic, child, I can't even read no more. Oh my God. And our economy is now enjoying renewed confidence and energy. The recession has been halted. Recovery is underway. But the task of abating unemployment and achieving a full use of our resources does remain a serious challenge for us all. Large-scale unemployment during a recession is bad enough, but large-scale unemployment during a period of prosperity would be intolerable. Ooh. I know what the fuck he talking about. Oh my God. What he is saying right here is that, because I'm telling you, he talking about this time right here. He is warning them that what you planning on doing to these spirits when they are in a period of transition and truly awakening, this shit is going to be intolerable to an awakened spirit. The rebel is going to be severe. And what he is saying, he basically warning them like, yo, you're not going to win this. You ain't going to win this for everybody. And they struggling right now. He ain't even talking about unemployment. He's talking about the whole system in itself, the lies, the deceit, the manipulation, like what they doing to our spirits. That's what he's talking about. And the phase that we are in now, you continue to do this to people for this future generation that's coming, because they going into a time of prosperity after this shift, after this revelations. Like we as a spirit is not going to even be able to handle, not people that, you know, really feel a certain type of way, that's really aware. They're not going to be able to handle this. And that ain't going to be good for them. Because all they're going to do is push your spirit to wake up more and more and more. The more that they try to manipulate them playing games, and the more in tune that you get in tune with your spirit, you like, yo, I'm being fucked with. I'm being played with. I don't like this shit. See, at this time in the 60s, they was doing it to people and it was working effectively just because the consciousness of the people at that time. But for this time right here, that is not going to go well. That's why people are so fucked up right now. That's why people are so depressed. I am therefore transmitting to Congress a new manpower development and training. What the fuck? And training program. Bro, I'm recording. Yeah. See, he keeps saying stuff like power and energy, stuff like that, because that's what he's talking about. He's talking about something very specific. He's talking about your energy, your spirit, because that's all it is. Everything is just energy. I can't believe. To train or retrain several 100,000 workers. Wow, bitch. Some souls are trapped here. And certain see, some people, they incarnate here. Like Kennedy in himself was a powerful spirit, a spirit of higher consciousness. So he came here just to give this message to them. Like, look, some shit is coming. You gonna work with us or you not? That's why his body couldn't even handle his spirit. That's why I think he did get into an accident or something. He had some type of back problems or something. Particularly in those areas where we have seen chronic unemployment as a result of technological factors and new application. Bitch. Yo, I don't know. My spirit is like on fire. So I'm like losing momentum. So I need to cut on this air conditioner. I'm hot because my spirit is on fire. It's too far. Oh, This shit is crazy what they do to us. This shit is insane. Mm, 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 mm. See, they got me singing like I'm singing old spirituals. I know why people in the slave fields were singing like that. It's a feeling in your spirit. Like, damn, bro, this shit hurts so bad. You just gotta start singing. And you start to sing like that for a reason. That's why those old spirituals sound the same. That's why church music is so powerful within itself. But listen to how they sing it. Son of a bitches, bruh. Okay. Technological factors and new acapella. I know the word. I just can't fucking say it right now. Skills over a 4-year period in order to replace those skills made obsolete by automation and industrial change with the new skills which the new process demand. See, I'm telling you, like they create shit just so they could talk about it in a subliminal way. But what he actually talking about getting people in tune with their spirit. And um instead of trying to persuade them away from the process, allow the process and even help them. It should be a satisfaction to us all that we have made great strides in restoring world confidence in the dollar, halting the outflow of gold and improving our balance of payments. I feel like in this paragraph, he is saying that, look, y'all wanted to accomplish something, and we already have done that. There's a reason why y'all felt the need to enslave people and control the way that they think and perceive. And y'all have already done that. You know, we already gave y'all what y'all wanted. So can we have our freedom now? We even made people believe in this imaginary money. We even made people believe that they need money in order to survive. During the last 2 months, our gold stocks actually increased by $17 million compared to a loss of $635 million during the last 2 months. I might skip this part. As recovery progresses, there will be temptations to seek unjustified prices. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I really feel like it's like he warning them. Like, regardless of what you do to me, this shit is gonna happen. Like, we telling y'all to like get on board because there's a new breed of people. And you know, if you work with them now, maybe they won't be so mad at you. You know, these can these we cannot afford. They will only handicap our efforts to compete abroad and to achieve full recovery here at home. Mm-mm-mm. I'm getting a feeling that when he say here at home, he is not even talking about Earth. Labor and management must. And I am confident that they will pursue responsible wage and prices policies in these critical times. See, it's like he warning them. Let me show y'all. He said, look, now he's talking about us as a people in a time period, something that is coming. And he said, look, I'm telling you, these people are going to pursue responsible wages and prices. They're going to ask questions. They're going to demand what he said up here. What they're going to demand? Justice. Wait a minute, because I want to find it. This da 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 da. Bruh, where is it? Was it up here? Oh, is it here? Bruh, what is it? Finally to destroy the hopes they have ambition to do it before the da-da-da. Damn, when I read over this part right here, like I'm seeing people, they don't even look like us, but it is us, but they don't look like us. It don't look like how we do now. Maybe even the spiritual realm. Okay, for the independence, da-da-da. Basically, at some point in here, I was reading it and I was saying, well, no, he was saying like these people is not gonna, you know, just fall for injustices. He basically saying it right here, but I'm looking for something specific. He's basically saying these the type of people that's going to fight for independence and equality of all nations. He telling them like what is coming, which they already knew, but they creating all these tactics to prevent it from happening. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It should be a satisfaction to us all that we have made great strides. Okay, I am confident that they will. Okay, I took to the president's advocacy committee on labor management policy to give a strong lead in this direction. Moreover, if the budget deficit, I'm so I don't even think I could finish. If the budget deficit, I know the word, I just can't say it. Oh my God. Now increased by the needs of our security is to be held within manageable proper proportions. It would be necessary to hold tightly standards. All right, I had to read that in my head. So basically right here, I don't want to read it. Like my period is on. I really don't even want to read it, but I will. So this part right here, he basically asking them to refrain from further oppressing people. Because if they do, no, he was actually saying if y'all don't do what I'm saying right now, if y'all don't start to work on it right now, um, it's gonna force them. It's almost like they're giving a time limit. Is he giving that later? Yeah. He's giving them a time frame because he's saying that look, if you don't get in the right space by this point right here, then it's going to force them into this position of holding certain standards. And it's going to make things hard for them. This is like a warning. And I'm really intrigued by this because that means that we don't really have shit to worry about. As long as you don't comply, because change gonna come regardless. That's what they telling them. Like, look, we asking you to get on their side now, because if you don't, y'all gonna be forced to, it's almost like a spiritual contract. So if you don't sign this contract now, then whatever happens, happens. And I request the cooperation of Congress in this regard to refrain from added funds or programming, as desirable as they may be, because it's beneficial to them, to the budget, to the end of the postal deficit, as my predecessor also recommended. He ain't talking about the president. God damn. He a reincarnated soul. He came and did this before, trying to give them this warning. All right, I had to take a quick break, get me some water. But I'm gonna stop at the end of this paragraph and I'm gonna take a longer break and come back. Cause this shit is long. But I gotta finish it because it's crazy. Okay. So what I was saying that I feel like he came here and gave this message before. Through increased rates, a deficit incidentally this year, which exceeds the FASCO, however you say that, 1962 cost of all the space and defenses measure that I am submitting today. To provide full pay-as-you-go highway financing. Okay, so what I feel like he's talking about here is karma. And to close those tax loopholes earlier specified, I feel like these tax loopholes is talking about this specifically, stuff that they have in place to manipulate us, control us, but they're not manipulating and control because they know exactly what is happening and what is going on. We are left in the dark. Our security and progress cannot be cheaply purchased. See, progress. And their price must be found in what we all forego, as well as what we all must pay. Karma. He basically asked them, like, look, just let us live out our lives and purpose and stuff like that. Oh, all right. I need a break, child. I'm going to come out with a part 2.